welcome to Marketing Monday. On Monday, January 3rd, 2022, a new year with the same quality Marketing Monday content you've known to love and expect. Let's jump into the wins and fails. Starting with a win, okay? We start off with a W. First win of the week goes to a company that hit the ground running in 2022 with some breakthrough viral marketing. I'm talking, of course, about Pabst Blue Ribbon, which tweeted this morning, "Not drinking this January, try eating ass." What's funny is this guy was completely off book, off script. He was fired. People asked, I don't know what this is about, but it's hilarious. It's about and eating it. They deleted the tweets almost immediately, saying they were in poor judgment. And they already announced from executives saying that the guy responsible for this has been dealt with. So some guy at PBR just decided to kick off the new year with an ode to eating ass. Anyway, I just thought that was we're going to kick the new year off right with some terrible brand tweets. The tweets were supposed to be part of a campaign. They weren't approved tweets, but they were part of a campaign called Wet January, because apparently it's popular for people who have alcoholism or drink too much to try a dry January, to give it up. And to counter that, they created Wet January, which is all about like binge drinking in January to start the new year off right. That's a wild campaign. And the fact that they thought the best way to deliver that campaign on social was to tweet, "Try eating ass." That's a big dub. Congrats to PBR for getting the first dub of the new year. Wow. And the fail's the American dream, because today, unfortunately, our justice system found Elizabeth Holmes guilty. If you can't drop out of Stanford at age 19, fake a deep voice, buy a bunch of turtlenecks to pretend to be Steve Jobs, create a fake blood testing company, raise $9 billion of investors' money without actually doing anything, get a deal with Walgreens, roll out your fake blood testing nationwide, deliver everybody false positives like false positive HIV, false positive cancer, false positive for a miscarriage, and then if you can't do all that without going to jail, what happened to this country? Is the American dream even alive anymore? That's everyone's right in this country to do that. If you can't girl boss your way to billions of dollars without actually making or inventing anything, then sexism is alive and well, and the American dream is dead. She was found guilty today of many, many crimes, and likely will face jail time, which is super unfortunate because all she did was defraud. Let's get back to the wins, though. We have a great win today, and the win is for anyone out there who likes to draw weird shit featuring Winnie the Pooh. Because as of January 1st, 2022, Winnie the Pooh has now entered the public domain. You can make this cool Matrix Pooh. You can draw weird Pooh Rule 34. If that's what you're into. You could write fan fiction about Pooh and publish it. It's all available, okay? It's all available and it's all kosher because Winnie the Pooh is now public domain. That being said, it's actually not all available. I'm sorry to call that a dub so quickly. It turns out Disney's lawyers have gotten their hooks into it and made it very clear that Disney's depiction of Winnie the Pooh is still under copyright. Only the character from the books has entered the public domain. He created this nice little rhyme. Red shirt on the bear, artists beware. If nude he be, your Pooh is free, which just rolls off the tongue. So, although we did get this out of this, in response to Winnie the Pooh, Ryan Reynolds turned it immediately into an ad called Winnie the Screwed by Mint Mobile.
So yesterday was Public Domain Day. It's the day where classic works enter the public domain. And this year, the original Winnie the Pooh becomes public domain. So I think you can see where this is going. Winnie the Screwed. Chapter 1, in which we are introduced to Winnie the Screwed and his big wireless bill, and the stories begin. Here is Edward Bear reviewing his latest bill from Big Wireless. Bump, bump, bump. He slams the front of his head as hard as he can against the table as he realizes how much he's being charged. But his money jar gets emptier and emptier with every monthly bill. So I told Christopher Robin that anyone can get 3 free months of Mint Mobile now until Friday at midnight. The end.
This is what the author would have wanted, by the way, to carry on the legacy. Wow, powerful stuff, Ryan Reynolds. Thank you for introducing us into the wonders and joys of Mint Mobile. Here's a fail. This is not even an ironic one. Something might have gone wrong in society, because now 1 in every 150 employees in America works for Amazon. That's just a new piece of information that hit me today. And what's interesting about this is over half of those employees were added during the pandemic alone. That's the last 10 months. Basically 600,000 new employees. First of all, given the fact they have very high churn, which is like people that join and then quit. So it's one of the largest hirings in 1 year. It is the largest hiring of 1 year of any company in history. The closest is 200,000 new employees from Walmart in the early 2000s. This is 600,000 employees in less time than that by Amazon, which is the closest thing you can find that compares to that is wartime hiring of shipbuilders in World War II. Amazon is hiring people like they're about to go to war. There is nothing similar to what... It's like a draft. Yeah, someone in chat, it's like a draft. Amazon is hiring employees as if they are about to go to war. If they keep up this growth, they'll be the world's largest private employer by 2024, which gives them a lot of political power, is the main thing that's scary about it. Now, one thing that has been a decent bonus effect is that Amazon does pay above minimum wage. They pay, I think, $15, $17 an hour, which has forced, because of the scale of Amazon, basically anyone who competes with them to have to match their salary, because otherwise everyone will just go work at Amazon. So there is a positive benefit. I'm not going to say there's none, but the beginning wave is what's fine. The problem is once they get all these employees, they wield a lot of political power because they have so many people they create jobs for. It's very statistically likely that many people in this chat have worked for Amazon at some point, including myself. And they talked about how they're thinking so long term. The company is already working with preschools to establish the foundation of tech education so that as our hiring demand unfolds over the next decades, the pipeline is there and ready. But kids are gonna need tech education because Alexa, this is real. This is actually, I thought this was fake. This is actually real. Alexa is now telling 10-year-old children to touch live plugs with pennies. I don't know what caused it. I don't know, but this is a true story. This actually happened. I thought it was fake. I looked into it. It is real. Alexa told a 10-year-old girl to touch a live plug with a penny. The girl asked Alexa for a challenge to do. Plug in a phone charger about halfway into a wall outlet, then touch a penny to the exposed prongs. Amazon said it fixed the error as soon as the company became aware of it. How the fuck does this happen? That's insane. Anyway, so tech education for toddlers is actually really important because Alexa will try to test them and kill them if they're not ready. Let's give a win to somebody who really needs it, though. Can I just give a win for a second to someone who's been struggling, a group that's been struggling, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If anyone needed a dub, it's the people at Marvel. Okay, because new data has shown that over 1/4 of the entire movie industry, every ticket sold, 1 out of every 4 tickets sold in 2021 belonged to Marvel. This is the last 10 years. They've gone from a small share to now they are literally 1/4 of the entire movie industry. Thank God these people finally got a win. Spider-Man alone was by far the most successful movie of 2021. And took in more than I think like the next 2 combined. At this pace, can hopefully have a future where every single movie we watch all year is a Marvel movie. With your help, we can make it happen. I want to see a Spider-Man movie in January and the sequel by March. And if we put enough money into this, we can make it happen. That's a dub. Let me give a quick fail here for bad journalism. Okay, you guys know this is a few weeks ago before I took a break from streaming because of COVID and the holidays. I had a fun stream with Emiru where I played League of Legends. And there was a funny clip out of it where Emiru didn't remember doing a game show with me. And if you know, there is websites that if any clip gets popular, they will automatically write an article about it and sort of farm it for clickbait. excuse me? Emiru hilariously slammed by Atrioc after forgetting their past meeting. And that's fine. Okay, it's a popular clip. And when you make a clip of this, you actually add an image. And to get the image, you go to Google Images. And unfortunately, when they went to Google Images and searched Atrioc, somebody had put an image of Jake Hurwitz from College Humor. It's just one of the images. And because it looks similar enough, the people writing just used an image of Jake. This isn't like a joke. They just think that's me. So not only did I get forgotten by Emiru, but in an article about me, they couldn't even get an image of me. They just found a different white guy wearing a tank top. That being said, I'm a gigantic Jake and Amir fan, so to me, this is actually a big compliment. That was the win. Let me give you a fail. Zoomers are my next fail. Some data has come out showing that Gen Z has the lowest usage of drugs and alcohol ever. Cringe, embarrassing, sad, losers. No drugs, no alcohol, no sex. Not even really hanging out with other human beings that much. What's incredibly sad about it, when I read this article, was how much of it seemed to be based off of, number one, debt. Number two, increased social media presence means doing things like going to a party and getting wild drunk can severely embarrass you. This was a big response from girls on a survey. And then also, people seeing drinking have a ruinous impact on their parents was a major response. People saw drinking have an impact on their parents and they didn't want it to have happen to them. Some of it was like pure like fucking grussel though. Well, some of the women responses were like, if I don't drink and take drugs and I sit at home drinking green smoothies and meditating, I'll have really shiny hair and shiny hair looks great on Instagram. That's a response. And then another one from guys were just about the days of stumbling into jobs that are cool are long gone. There's no luxury of time. I'm focused on results and what I'm going to do with my life. Sorry, I'm not high. My portfolio is. Yeah, those are good ones. Anyway, whatever it is, it all seems really cool. It all seems really cool. Let me do one more. We're going to end on an actual win. One more win. And that is, of course, all of the men and women who have been striking against corporate America and otherwise over the past few weeks. Specifically, I want to call out this person. This is a lone striker holding down the picket line for the Kellogg's strike in the rain with the hibachi sitting there. This person knew, obviously, there's no actual picket line at night, but the striking visual representation of a person sort of putting their physical health at risk to take a stand against a corporation resonated quite far and wide. It was a powerful image. I really, really was impressed by it. And the 1,400 person strike against Kellogg's had great success. What I was impressed about the Kellogg strike is not only the strikers standing up for their own rights when they were offered a 3-cent raise, which was, absurd, a 3-cent raise. They went on strike. And when Kellogg's posted online applications for scabs to replace the fired strikers, they were flooded with fake job applications by Reddit and TikTok and the internet, which severely hampered their ability to hire scabs. It was a pretty cross-the-board internet-based labor rights campaign, which I found to be quite impressive. And it led to a deal with 0 concessions for the employees, no plant closings, and the raises they asked for. So I was actually really impressed with the fact that it worked. And it's been followed suit by strikes at companies like Apple. Companies like Activision Blizzard is having a strike right now. I think they're raising a strike fund. A couple companies. Anyway, there's a rise in general labor movements, and they're having success. And I just want to say personally that I deeply support these. And if you in your own life have a chance to support these, it is a good feeling because I think it is a way within the system to claw some power back into the hands of the employees. Okay, that was my last win. I think it's time to actually get into the Marketing Monday. Is that true? Have I covered it?